Strangled, huh?
More like garroted.
All three of these victims served as jurors at the trial of Louis McMahon.
Questioning a suspect.
Louis can't talk.
Guilty.
Shall we divide and conquer?
Works for me.
We're gonna be suspended.
Works for me.
Bumblejacks, bumblejacks, taste like a blue rainbow. Bumblejacks, bumblejacks, gives you that special glow. Bumblejacks gives you that special. Bumblejacks, bumblejacks, taste like a blue rainbow.
So do I. Hey, go home already. You look dead. The Bumblejacks account will survive another night without a lyric.
I don't think anything can survive. Tastes like a blue rainbow.
Well, that's about the time to go home and get some sleep. Hey, come on, your boyfriend's waiting for you. Hey, he's probably on his way up here right now with a shotgun, just waiting to catch us.
David has seen what you look like, Ted. He would never worry about that.
See, it's him. Hey, don't tell him I'm here.
Garner Ad Agency.
Loretta Johnson speaking.
Guilty.
What?
Guilty.
Who is it?
Who's that?
I don't know, some weirdo, I guess. He was doing some heavy breathing, and then he said, guilty. It's a weird thing to say.
Probably some crank caller. You know, some kids just dialing numbers. Come on, let me walk you down in your car. Are you okay, Loretta?
Oh, I'll be fine as soon as I get home.
Look, why don't you give me a call when you get home? I'll feel better.
David will be waiting for me. I'll be okay.
Sure?
District. We have a silent neighborhood watch report. Prowler on Northridge Street. See the woman.
Northridge. That's too far.
Hunter, come in.
Hunter, come in. Hunter, are you there? Hunter, come in.
Any unit at 211 silent on Hayden Place. Shots fired.
That's not too far.
Yeah, this is L56. I'm at the corner of Colfax and Burbank Boulevard. I can respond.
L56, we have 3 closer units in motion. 1 already there. Do not respond.
The last chance, Hunter, come in.
Sorry, McCall. What do you got?
Where's it been?
Been listening to the radio.
Hunter, I've been sitting here on this greasy park bench. I am bored out of my mind, and you're listening to the radio.
Somebody's got to be listening for calls to run on.
What do you mean calls? We're on assignment here, remember? We're supposed to clean out all the muggers.
Look, McCall, you were the one... Am I in your way? Look, McCall, you were the one coming out of the ladies' room when the captain was looking to give this assignment away.
Yeah, well, don't forget, buddy, we're in this together.
So just cover our butts so I can get something to run on, huh?
So you can get something, you're gonna leave me out of it.
I wouldn't do that to you, McCall.
All units, we have a 187 at 18534 Meston Drive. Available units respond.
I got one, McCall.
Wait a minute, Hunter, what are you doing?
You just hang tough, huh? Be right back.
Well, where are you going? Well, Hunter, wait,
Yeah, this is L56. I'm responding to that 187 at 18534 Mesden Drive. Out, I'm rolling.
Hunter, will you pick up the walkie-talkie, please? Hunter, will you pick up the radio? Hunter? Great.
Call 392 and 393 to Southwest Motor Unit. Clear Motor Unit to Southwest. Motor Unit to Southwest, identify.
Every bone in the girl's neck was crushed. The guy must have used some kind of rotting rope.
Any suspects?
Well, they took her boyfriend down to the station. He was in the house. Claimed he came out and found the body this morning. His story is pretty inconsistent. Right now, he's the prime suspect.
Anybody notice his keys?
Hunter, get away from that car. You're supposed to be in the park with your partner.
Look, Captain, I was going to lunch when the call came in. I understand they arrested the boyfriend.
Yeah, well, a complete report will be in the morning newspaper. You're supposed to be in the park catching muggers.
Well, the park's practically clean.
Yeah, but I love that word, practically.
But Captain, can't McCall and I kind of like, you know...
Look, you and McCall are already on a case, all right? I want you to go back to the park, and I don't want to see you again or have you check in until it's completely cleaned up. Not practically, but completely cleaned up.
Look, Captain, McCall and I are ready to take this homicide case. Besides, the park is completely under control.
Hunter, get over here. I think we got one. Come in, Hunter.
Oh, what do you got, a brick in there?
Yeah, and I got a bullet in here. Now freeze, police.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
She was strangled, huh?
More like garroted.
Oh, great.
They arrested her boyfriend, but I don't think it was him. She was jumped while she was trying to lock her car. The key was bent over to the right.
So?
Well, so, which means that when she was jumped, she was pulled out toward the street. Now, if the boyfriend did it, he would have come from the house, jumped her, pulled her back toward the house. The key would have been bent toward the left.
That's right. How'd you figure that out?
Auto shop, Lawndale High School, 1963.
Well, you guys really double up, don't you? Not more than 5 minutes ago, I told other detectives who were here.
Well, we just like to be thorough is all.
I can't believe it. I told her not to worry. You know, just some kids making crank calls. Now, she's dead.
We're very sorry.
Was guilty the only thing he said?
Yeah, that was it. What does it mean?
We're not going to know until we find this animal.
If you happen to think of anything else that might help us, give us a call, would you?
Yeah. She was just 30 years old. She thought up jingles for cereal ads, for God's sake. Who would want to kill Loretta?
Guilty? I don't get it. This guy decides who's guilty, and then he goes out and executes them.
Loretta Johnson, she doesn't exactly have your typical criminal profile, you know.
Maybe she's got a past life we don't know anything about. Let's run her by the computer and see what we come up with.
Looks pretty clean.
Yeah, what are you two doing in the computer room?
Oh, sure, I saw the two of them in there, Captain. I thought the two of you were supposed to be in a park somewhere.
Yeah, and Hunter, I never got those reports on my desk. What is it, you're so tired from chasing and arresting muggers that you don't have the strength to carry the paperwork into my office?
Oh, we're just tying up some loose ends, Captain.
Hunter, you had something in your hand. Where did you put it?
What?
Hey, look, I don't know what you two were up to, but it better not involve that strangler case. I've already got enough detectives working on that.
Oh, we were just trying to match up some saliva samples from the winos down at the park, Captain.
Boy, that's a real killer on shoe leather.
It's disgusting, McCall.
How's that strangler case coming, Captain? Didn't the boyfriend do it?
No, we released him this morning. Wrong guy. And we've got no further clues or suspects.
These two are up to something, Captain. Did you see her pour him coffee? She never pours him coffee.
Hey, look, Hunter, do everybody a favor. Stay out of the computer room and in the park, okay?
Right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, why don't we go on back to the park and clear the city of all the winos and bag ladies?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Bernie, you never can tell when a wino's gonna barf on your feet. Okay. Loretta Johnson. No arrests, no convictions, no nothing. Cleaner than Bernie's sex life.
And what's she guilty of?
I don't know.
Guilty. I know who this is. I know who you are. And I'm going to the police. Guilty.
That's right, boys. Let's get that stiff out of here. Very good. That's the way to do it. Excellent. Ah, yes, get in there and start lifting those prints. Fine, yes. And you just go around the corner and do whatever you're going to do around the corner.
Are you sick, man? Are you sick? Hey, wait a minute now. I want my lawyer, I want to make a phone call, and I want a cup of coffee. Black.
You and Jackson check the neighbors and see if they heard anything?
I already checked them out. Little old lady back in number 7 said she heard a crash. Might have been the door being kicked in.
It's very good. Door kicked in.
That's 2 O's and door, Bernie.
Hunter, what the hell are you doing here? This case is off limits to you and McCall.
Boy, he sure makes you feel at home, doesn't he?
Wait, it is off limits, Hunter.
Look, Bernie, we were transporting a suspect, and we saw all these vehicles out in front. We decided to pop in.
Hey, I know my rights.
Shut up, Eddie. I'll cave your head in.
Oh, you gonna hit me again, are you?
I'm thinking about it.
You know who you dealing with. You know who you dealing with here, do you? Are you sick? Are you sick or something?
There are departmental orders concerning the treatment of prisoners, Hunter.
I treat all my prisoners the same, Bernie.
You may well be in violation of a departmental order, then. What seems to be the trouble?
Who are you?
I'm Detective Terwilliger.
Listen, you gotta get me away from him.
Who?
This Sergeant Hunter. Hey, please don't leave me with him. This guy's crazy.
Did he, did he hurt you?
Hey, I had cuffs on.
Are you saying that Sergeant Hunter overstepped the law? Some kind of police brutality or something?
Yeah. He's real scary. And he said he was gonna get me if I talked.
No. You can talk to me. You can tell me everything.
Well, first off, no, I can't talk to you. I can't trust none of you cops because y'all stick together.
No. You can trust me, honestly. Would you like some coffee or something?
Find anything?
I don't know. I was looking out in the trash and I found today's newspaper with a couple of articles clipped out.
Hey, it looks like the old man was keeping some sort of a scrapbook here.
Yeah.
Seems like he's interested in crime stories, too.
Yeah. Now, this is this morning's newspaper. There's 2 pages ripped out of the scrapbook.
So this killer's coming in here snuffing this guy and then he's taking old articles with him?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let's go locate these missing articles.
Yeah.
You have a date on that? A date? I got a place and a time.
Bernie, that looks like Hunter's car. Now, what the hell is he doing here?
Sir, I've been getting some very interesting information about Hunter from this prisoner right here.
How you doing, Captain?
Surprise visit, Hunter?
Well, I was transporting this hooligan that we picked up from the park downtown. When we saw the cars, we decided to stop by.
Yeah, we saw all these cop cars. We thought maybe Terwilliger got hit by a bus or something. We were concerned.
Well, according to Bernie, the prisoner here has a lot to say.
I've got it all written down and signed by the witness, sir. I had it right here. Hey, well, look, I'd like to stick around and chat with you guys, but we got a booking to go to. Ta-ta. I had it right here a minute ago. I had it in my pocket.
Yo, quick! I thought you were gonna head up now. You should have seen him. I really had him going.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate this. I owe you one.
Yo!
I am the man to bring.
Hey, Bernie's wallet.
Must have sort of slipped out of your pocket. Hey, you ain't got to open the door. Adios, amigos.
Let's take a run by the library, McCall. Excuse me. We're looking for the last 2 issues of the newspaper.
Local or out of town?
Local.
Planning on photocopying?
Well, that's a possibility. Why? Is it against the law?
Only if you photocopy money, in which case they put you away. And it usually turns out pretty awful anyway. Now, we charge for all of our photocopies. No checks, no credit cards. Do you need change?
I think we can handle it. Would you just point us in the direction of the file?
Right over there against the wall. Oh, do you have your library card?
Never leave home without it.
This is really a long shot, you know.
Well, when you're bobbing for anything, you try anything.
But come on. A rumpled up newspaper in the victim's trash can, that could be zip.
Yeah, but maybe the killer didn't want us to find it. You gotta keep an open mind about these things, McCall.
All right, what do you got?
Ah. A Sacramento coroner is currently examining the remains of Martin Klink for a final determination of death, which is thought to have been precipitated by cord or rope.
You mind keeping it down a little, please? That stuff makes me sick.
Mr. Klink, arriving home late in the evening from a business meeting with an insurance client, was found lying just outside the front door of a small apartment not far from the state capitol building.
It's about a murder. Big deal.
Well, it parallels the cases that we've been running into. They're all strangulations. Don't you get the connection?
Hunter, why would this guy kill somebody up in Sacramento and then come down to L.A. to get another victim?
Victims.
Victims, plural. Okay, fine, but it still doesn't make any sense.
Yet. I'll bet if we call the Sacramento coroner's office right now, he might be through with their investigation. It may have something to do with this case.
And if not?
Well, if not, then I've just defaced a publicly owned major newspaper. Want the funnies?
I just got off the phone with Sacramento. Get this. They found pieces of rawhide embedded in the victim's neck.
Same way John Matthews died.
And this is weird, Hunter. Why would Matthews cut out an article on the Sacramento killing and then he winds up being killed the same way?
I better run the Sacramento guy to see if he's still on the street. And if he is, I say we go pay him a visit. There it is. The guy lived in Los Angeles 7 years ago in Van Nuys.
Think Matthews knew him?
Yeah, possibly. But it still doesn't explain the connection between the killer and the two victims. There's something about this address that rings a bell. Loretta Johnson.
Loretta Johnson lived in West Hollywood.
Yeah, currently. But here's the sheet on her. In 1978, her California driver's license address was Van Nuys, California.
All three of these people lived in the same area in 1978.
Remember those news clippings at Matthews' house about the jury trial? All these victims were living in the same district at the very same time. And they pulled jurors from voter registration files by districts.
You think? Hunter, you're right. All three of these victims served as jurors at the trial of Louis McMahon. He was convicted of murder. He was sentenced to life. Which usually means he's back out on the streets.
The first thing I want to do is contact the other two jurors living in Los Angeles to see if they've received any phone calls.
Just a minute. Hello? Damn.
Hi, Miss Thelma Atkins?
That's right. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant T.D. McCall, Homicide Division. May I come in and speak with you, please? It's about the Louis McMahon case.
Something's happened. He's out of prison, isn't he?
Well, we're checking on that right now. Mrs. Atkins, what we do know is that at least 3 of the other members of the jury that convicted him have been receiving rather strange phone calls. And shortly thereafter have been strangled.
He said he would.
Are you saying McMahon said he'd kill the jurors? When?
It was right after the conviction was brought in. He looked over at us before they took him away, and he said, we were more guilty than he was, and we would pay.
You used the word guilty?
First time I laid eyes on that man, scared me to death. It's just the pipes. They make noise.
Listen, Mrs. Atkins. We'd like to offer you some protection if you'll take it, at least until we know whether or not it is Louis McMahon, and if it is, until we get him convicted.
Miss McCall, we both know it's Louis McMahon. He didn't look like the other young men whose trials I was a juror on. The others looked like they had some humanity in their faces. As if they were just misled. As if they weren't really happy at having done something wrong. But Mr. McMahon, he sort of liked what he did. You know what I mean? He liked it. Like he couldn't get enough.
Listen, Mrs. Atkins, take some protection from us, okay?
No, I don't think I want that just yet. Not that I'm a fool, but... You said the victims had all been telephoned first.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if he calls me, I'll call you. Fair?
No, I don't get it. How can they continually parole guys like that? Why do they always want to live in Los Angeles?
Sunshine State.
Nice place.
Yeah. Excuse me. Looking for a Lewis McMahon.
It's him back there.
Lewis McMahon? Hey!
Freeze! Get out of the truck.
Come on, move it. Get over there. Spread them out. Okay, now why'd you run? I'm asking you a question. Now look, you're either gonna talk to me or you're gonna tell it to the ground. Now why did you run?
What's going on?
Questioning a suspect.
Well, you can save your breath. Louis can't talk.
What do you mean Louis can't talk?
He got no voice box. He had to cut clean through in a knife fight in prison.
His vocal cords were severed in the fight. It was in the prison yard about 6 years ago. Since then, he hasn't been able to speak.
He ran from me.
Yeah, you come barging in, flashing a badge to a parolee. He gets scared, he runs.
The jury convicts this guy of murder. And then 3 months ago in Sacramento, he gets out on parole. And a juror turns up dead. And then he moves to Los Angeles. And guess what happens? 2 more of those same jurors wind up dead.
I'm his parole officer. He's a model parolee and he can't talk. And you've got witnesses that claim he calls up and talks to his victims.
Using the word guilty.
Yeah. It's all too simple, isn't it? I mean, wouldn't McCann be the perfect subject to frame for these murders? That's what I think is happening. McCann is a fall guy for some nut.
Oh, give me a break.
No, you give me a break, McCall. Now, we got a search warrant for the guy's apartment and it's clean. I mean, we got nothing on this guy, nothing. And no DA is gonna hold a mute who's making phone calls to people.
Maybe he can talk.
What?
Maybe he's just been holding out.
For 6 years?
Go to hell. It's for you.
Captain.
This is the guy.
Oh, I'm innocent. Great.
Hey, look, we can't hold him, so let's drop it, huh? And we got nothing. And you stay up this case, Hunter. I mean it.
Lewis is our boy, all right.
Yeah, and the guy's back out on the streets. Makes me sick.
We know where he lives, and we know where he works. So let's tail him.
What's taking him?
Maybe he's cleaning up in there before he splits.
The place hasn't been cleaned up since it opened.
The floor show's just beginning.
Oh, we could nab him for littering.
I have an idea we'll be able to get something on him better than that.
You've been down that road before, child. You know it leads. You've been down that road before, child. Set your feet free. You've been down that road before, child. You've been down, 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 down. Sipping cider through a straw, crossing lines I couldn't see. Think it's solving all my problems. Following in self-pity too many times.
Wonder what the hell he's up to.
Oh, well, maybe somebody's having a rope sale in there.
Come on.
This is my mind and my own body. Oh, what's the crime? You've been down that road before, child. You know where it leads. You've been down that road before, child. Set your spirit free. You've been down that road before, child. You've been down, 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 down. You know where it leads. Dream while you're away, seeking you shall find. Your heart knows the secrets that can transcend time. Dream while you're away, seeking you shall find. Your heart knows the secrets that can transcend time. Yeah. It's never been my own fault. It's my past, my history. As long as we swallow that pill, we will have the same scenery. Too many times we could change things. So many times.
Pretty strange place for a phone call, don't you think?
Yeah, well, if you're gonna terrorize people over the phone, you might as well do it in the phone booth of your choice.
Say, man, what is this? Sorry, I thought you was somebody else.
You've been down that road before, child. You know where it leads. You've been down that road before, child. Set your spirit free.
L56, please respond.
L56 Hunter here.
Got a call from a Selma Adkins. Said you'd know what it was about.
Got it. We're on our way.
I mean, after this guy's trial, DA sat us all down and told us that whenever some criminal makes a threat on the jury, they never follow through.
Well, actually, that's true. There's never been a documented case where a convicted criminal actually did go after the jurors, but we just wanted to play safe. We wanted to take all precautions.
I gotta tell you, I was really scared when the guy called.
Well, he called about 10 minutes ago. And if he's gonna make his move, he's gonna make it pretty soon.
Hunter?
Come on. It's late. I don't think this guy's going to show. We'll send you somebody from downtown.
I don't get it. Why would the guy call Thelma and not show?
The other juror.
He called Thelma to throw us off.
Not gonna have that light on much longer, are you?
We just have 3 more pages till the end of this chapter.
I hate it when you read those scary books before you go to bed. You keep me up all night thinking you're hearing noises.
I do not. Paul, did you hear something?
Finish your book and turn out the light.
We just have 2 more pages.
Did you hear something?
McCall, you take the back.
Why is it I can always tell the sound of Terwilliger's siren?
This is Channel 3.
Hunter, I got television people out here. Look at them. Newspapers, reporters, everything. You're making me an old man, honey. You really are.
Look, Captain, that was our man.
Yeah, but you wouldn't swear that it was Louis McMahon, could you? I mean, you didn't actually see him, did you?
Well, it was dark.
I almost had this guy, Captain.
Did you see the house? You almost destroyed the house, Hunter. I got 2 police psychologists up there now just trying to coax the woman out from underneath the bed. She's hysterical.
Captain, we probably saved her life.
Firearms discharge report's gonna have to be filed. The officer involved shooting team's on its way out here right now. I've already called him.
Well, you are so efficient, Bernie. I bet you were a Cub Scout, huh?
Look, Captain, we got a raving maniac on our hands.
Look, I want to catch this guy just as bad as you do, but I want to make sure I catch the right one. You know, I could suspend you for what you did, working on a case without authorization, derelict in duty, and in general, just sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
Well, Captain, I am his partner. I helped him stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
Look, Captain, Bernard, I'd like to stand out here and talk with you further, but I'm going to go home and put my head in the dryer.
Hey, Hunter, I want you to go to the station. You can change there. McCall, you go with him. Come on, Bert.
I think we're going to be suspended.
Come on, Hunter, we're not going to be suspended.
Hey, look, I saw that wild, crazy look in his eye. We're going to be suspended.
I suppose you think you know everything, huh? I saw the same crazy, wild look in his eye, and we're not going to be suspended.
Woman's intuition, I suppose.
You know what's wrong with you?
No, but I bet you're going to tell me.
You got it. You always look at the downside of everything.
I don't believe this. 2 weeks suspension for me, too.
Yeah, what happened to my partner back there?
I'm not the one who shot up the guy's bedroom. Besides, I never thought the captain would actually go through with it.
Yeah, we're learning new and wondrous things about our captain each and every day.
We gotta get this guy, Hunter.
Well, we've got enough time to do it now. We're on suspension. Let's get some coffee, huh? How you doing, Louis? How's that voice box today, huh? Why don't you say guilty for me? I'd like to hear you say that.
I think he wants a pencil and paper.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get one. I have an idea he's going to talk to me today. When are you going to drop the pencil and paper bit? I know you can talk. Prove it. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to prove it. Try it if you can.
Come on, Hunter, let's get out of here.
Yeah, the stench in here is making me nauseous.
Think he's going to make a move on Thelma Atkins?
She's the only juror in Los Angeles he hasn't hit at yet.
She works at a local machine shop. I think I'll go over and give her a call.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna hang around here till this guy gets off for work. I'm gonna tail this guy. I don't want to lose him.
Are you okay?
Yeah. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Thank God for plastic.
It was scary, though.
Yeah, it sure was.
Well, here we are, McCall. Right back where we started, huh? You know, after all the things we've done, you'd think we get a medal or a badge or something. But nope. All we get is a thank you and a lousy assignment right back here at the same stinking park.
Give me your wallet.
My wallet?
The wallet, nobody gets hurt.
Hey, did you give me my orange soda? Buddy, this is not your day.